So we just await the arrival of the teams here in what is a crucial game. It appears to be a fairly safe place that they find themselves in. Very probably avoiding defeat will be sufficient to progress in the competition, and that is reflected in an air of optimism, indeed confidence swirling all over the place here. The mood is very, very good. The Monumental, a fabulously impressive arena. It stands out amongst its contemporaries in this part of the world. So the first box is more or less ticked. It is a time to concentrate on what happens next.
Well, when you consider, Peter, how hard they've worked to be on the threshold of the next phase, they ought to be thoroughly focused and determined to wrap it up now. If their attitude and application remains as it's been through the group, then they should be fine. But if they suffer a moment's hesitation or doubt, as we've seen in the past, it could prove very costly.
So we're up and running. Looks to clip it forward. Plays it out to the wing. Timely intervention. Lobs it in gently. Well played, he saw that coming. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Danilo. Plays it over to the other flank. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And now the breakaway. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Ortega, well positioned to make that interception. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Tries to get it forward quickly, played out to the right. And help's available out wide. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Forward it goes. Finds himself eased off the ball. There's a long ball. Now the counter. The whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Tight old game so far. Can that change now? Ortega. Cleared without complication. There's a report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest. Ortega! There's a goal! Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Time for a change in personnel. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
And the weighted pass, and it's got through. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it.
He's had a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
It's on a play, tries a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Gets up to head it! That's a real chance missed. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cut out in the nick of time.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He gets past his man. Has a goal! Yes, it's in! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
So all square with almost no time remaining. With a delicate ball. And that is that. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So we just await the arrival of the teams here in what is a crucial game. It appears to be a fairly safe place that they find themselves in. Very probably avoiding defeat will be sufficient to progress in the competition, and that is reflected in an air of optimism, indeed confidence swirling all over the place here. The mood is very, very good. The unique shape of this stadium makes it a spectacular sight. So the first box is more or less ticked. It is a time to concentrate on what happens next.
To be perfectly honest, Peter, it would be a big surprise for them to slip up at this stage and not qualify now. Thinking about a point is potentially much more problematical than going after 3. We've seen many a team do that, and before you know it, they're getting it wrong. If they're true to themselves, I'm ready to back their chances.
There's the whistle, and here we go. He's looked long this time. And it's got through. Can he deliver? Palacio. Oh, he's broken through. Lovely feet. And the defence can get it clear. Has gone out. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Palacio.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rodriguez. Plays it over to the other flank. Could try cutting inside here. So who's he picking out? Hits one! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And a shot! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Played out to the right. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Palacio finds himself eased off the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. The action has already resumed here. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Oh, shoot! Oh, taken with style! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Time for a change in personnel. Gets it upfield. Palacio. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Pings it out wide. Beautifully done. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Plays it out to the wing. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And that's been won straight back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. Chance to cross here. He's had a shot! The final 5 minutes.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Gets his foot in there. And that's that. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. The end of the game. Reflections?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Well, we're on the way. He goes long. Forward it goes. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And now the breakaway. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern. Shoots!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Out to the right. Has a pop! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
And he's going long. "30 minutes gone. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Goes long. He's gone for it! We've got a goal! There is the breakthrough! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Has a hit! And that's off target.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
The ball's come loose, and they've been caught out here. Real chance! Oh, that's a waste. That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Already up and running for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. He's picked him out. Shoots! In for the pieces! No mistake! They are right back in business! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gomez. It's a brilliant... Has a goal! Oh, it's there! And they're back in front! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's off on him. Hits one! Great idea, just poorly executed.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's looked long this time. Cuts it out. It's gone out for a throw-in. So here comes a substitution. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Decent looking ball, and the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Time for a change in personnel, so we have a double substitution going on here. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Has gone out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, shooting chance! stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Defenders on the back foot. Lobs it in gently. Out of play for a goal kick. They are right into last chance territory. Shot a goal! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it's ended in a draw, draft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even. No complaints.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So it's away we go then. Hit long and direct. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's through the middle. Oh, what a... has a pop! He scored!
Oh, it's lovely to see the art of the skies alive and well, but the keeper straight into no man's land.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Brings it forward. That's surely a foul, free kick. This is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. They're on! That is gorgeous! About as smooth as it gets. And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that is a bit special. So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Gets it back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
They're on. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He spotted the run and played him through. A chance to play it in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Massive leap! Back of the net! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Over to the left. Gets away from his opponent. Timely intervention. Oh, he's tried one! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Forward it goes. Shot at goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So the lead... That is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Battles to win it back. Chip through. They're on. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
So now the difference is 3. the finish! Oh, the ball's come loose! Gets his foot in there. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Looks to thread it through. That's been won straight back. A buccaneering run from the defender. And the keeper's in command. Tries to get it forward quickly. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Pereira. There will be a throw-in.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease, and it's played forward. He's got options out wide. Shoots! Keeper gets just about enough of it. And the referee brings it to a close. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And in the end, they have strolled through comfortably. Unbeaten, 7 points from 9, and they are gathering momentum into the knockout stage. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, qualification may have been confirmed with a game to spare.
So we just await the arrival of the teams here in what is a crucial game. It appears to be a fairly safe place that they find themselves in. Very probably avoiding defeat will be sufficient to progress in the competition, and that is reflected in an air of optimism, indeed confidence swirling all over the place here. The mood is very, very good. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This a job that just needs finishing off.
Well, when you consider, Peter, how hard they've worked to be on the threshold of the next phase, they ought to be thoroughly focused and determined to wrap it up now. If their attitude and application remains as it's been through the group, then they should be fine. But if they suffer a moment's hesitation or doubt, as we've seen in the past, it could prove very costly.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. How about a shot? Oh, shooting chance! There's a goal!
Well, the whole idea is to start as you need to go on, and that sets their tone beautifully.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There is no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Hoists it forward. Floats one over. Up to meet it! Poor attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
With a delicate ball. He's got away. They've won a corner. And shoots! Played it short. Plays it in. And that's caused a worry or two. And it's been taken short. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. And he's there to cut it out. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Looks to clip it forward. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Away from immediate danger. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! It's anyone's ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Plays it out to the flank. Chooses to go back. Plays it out to the wing. Gets a good foot in there. Now a chance to break. Tries a shot! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Gets up to head it! Oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
What a throw in. Battles to... Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to pull clear here. That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Here it comes. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And help's available out wide. Hits one! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Two changes being made right now. The final 5 minutes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Gone back to the keeper. Lavezzi. 4 extra minutes added on. Out to the left it goes. Whipped in. And he's there to clear it. out to safety. And that is that. Well, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Well, that is a great effort. Another win, 7 points from 9, unbeaten, and on they march. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there. It all makes this very tense, really, for some, unbearable. The stress levels particularly high, but for those of us who are neutral, myself included, it is utterly compelling, and that is how it should be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
As you can see, we've already started here. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets it upfield. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Shot! It's in!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
And the counter is on. Hoists it forward. A win here is so important to their ambitions. Forward it goes. With a delicate ball, gets into some space, taps it into the area, carries far too far and out of play. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. They could break here. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, let's be lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And that's been levered clear. Knocks it away. And that has been clubbed away. Plays it out to the wing. This is promising. And it's hoisted clear. Sanchez. And out to safety. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Higuain. Played out to the right. Chipped through. He's had that put on a plate.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Good ball, and the finish! And that's been won straight back. Tries to get it forward quickly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Deftly hits one! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
The referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's gone for it! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
So not long left in this now. Five minutes left on the clock. Oh, real danger here. So that's it. It is all over. Oh, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. So 4 points from 9. It leaves them right on the cusp and sweating on the group equation. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done.
Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And that gets things running. Forward it goes. Ball, and the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It's come loose.
Defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Out to the right. That is terrific skill. He's tried one, and the ball's come out. And now the breakaway. He's looked long this time. That could hits one! And a second time! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Up to meet it! Oh, not the best of headers. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, what a ball! That's offside. Yes, it is. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Aimed in towards the centre. Plays it over to the other flank. Jakob. Hoists it forward. Gets it back. Breaks on here. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but Logic still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Tries to switch the play. Battles to win it back. Tries lifting it over. For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gets into some space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Brings it forward. Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. It's come, real chance!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
The hit and hope is just, he's gone for it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the...
Has a pop! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was square and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was...
Oh, shooting chance! Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looking to break out here. Plays a clever pass. Jakob. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Tries to stroke it through. And the referee brings it to a close. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and a result which is well deserved. Back to winning ways, 2 wins out of 3, it is a very decent return. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And so the prevalent question on everybody's mind ahead of the game here, will they make it out of the group stage? Well, the odds are very, very good on paper. A single point is all that they need, and they need no favours from anybody else. It is in their hands. The faithful has every right to expect, to believe, a feeling very much reflected in the pre-match atmosphere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. So the first box is more or less ticked. It is a time to concentrate on what happens next.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
There's the whistle. There's a long ball. And he's there to hoof it away. Shot! It's in! And the game springs instantly to life. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look,
He's pulled him up for that challenge. Gets it back. Mariano. Cuts it out. And he's going long. Here it comes. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Strong punch. Plays it out to the flank. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Surely it should have goal! Dispatched clinically. They have hauled themselves right back into it. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. That has certainly made things interesting.
it's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Moreno dinks one in. It's a brilliant interception. And the defence can get it clear. He's looked long this time. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Denise. Brought forward. What does he try from here? And the counter is on. There is the half-time whistle. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. They'll come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. It's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Moreno. He's had that. Denise! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
He's left his man. Has a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He's got options out wide. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, what a ball! Denise! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Defender's on the back foot. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's had a shot! And he comes up trumps again. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. To the keeper and go again. And time is up. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And that gets things running. And Saldi. Gets the better of his man. They've managed to get it away. Gets into a dangerous position. Now the counter. And now the breakaway. Now, can he capitalise?
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
He's picked him out. Has a pop! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Just brushed off the ball there. A real chance to break. Out to the left it goes. And he's there to clear it. Intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Battles to win it back. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's gone for it. Lovely feet. Looking to break out here. Tries to stroke it through. And they've been caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A goal
just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
He's got away. And he's there to hoof it away. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than a decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more...
Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. This time.
He had a good feel of the whole situation, and he's acknowledged the service.
Di Maria. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Still just a single goal between the sides. Gets it back. It's on approach for goal!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And he's cut it out. Big chance to get at them. He gets past his man. Good ball. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Great leap! Good delivery. No joy.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And it's played forward, going through. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. They have bounced straight back, 2 wins from 3, and that ought to be enough. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly...
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there. It all makes this very tense, really, for some, unbearable. The stress levels particularly high, but for those of us who are neutral, myself included, it is utterly compelling, and that is how it should be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Hoists it forward. Out to the left it goes. Tries lifting it over. Cut out in the nick of time. A win here so important to their ambitions. Forward it goes. It'll be a throw-in. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Tries the cross. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's made sure that that won't get through. That'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Cuts it out. It's come loose. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Looks to thread it through. And that's been levered clear. And we hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Hoists it high. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
They continue each to cancel the other out. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's been won straight back. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And the shot! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited and they need filling, and fast.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's played forward. Done very well to intervene.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Almost nothing left on the clock here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, good interception. Hoists it forward. It really is now or never. They need a goal, however it comes. Well read, he sorted that out. That's it, they are out. And that means there is no place for them in the knockout stage. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, the truth is they haven't been good enough to progress. The table doesn't tell lies.